Hello YouTube, today we have Anthony. I don't know why you're doing that. Alright, so he played...
Fuck, dude.
Alright, you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I'm not.
And you built Raidraptor.
I built the best deck of the format. I didn't play in a tournament because I didn't want to lose. So far I'm undefeated. But I built a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
I beat you yesterday.
And I definitely beat you before that, so it's cool. So I'm undefeated so far as it stands.
Uh-huh.
So this is where we are.
How many cards is your main deck?
40.
Who gave you this idea?
Avery, and it's a fucking lie.
Alright, let's see your main. Let's just look at your main deck. Here, we'll scooch this.
Okay.
Scooch this.
I played Raidraptor.
Yeah.
This deck sucks, bro.
Does it?
Yes. Alright, so this is a Foolish Burial Bird.
Okay, so Tribulanius.
This is the Extender Bird.
Strangulanius.
This is the new bird. This is probably the only good card in the deck.
Bloom Vulture. So wait, you gotta give like more TLDR.
Okay,
so
okay.
Foolish Burial.
Yeah, Foolish Burial. Extender. So there's a lot of extenders. So this is if you have a dark monster, you summon it. If you have a dark XYZ on the field with the dark material, you summon an extra guy back. So that's why he's like a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This one, if you have only birds, you summon him and a bird from hand. If he's in graveyard, like if something bad one happened or it didn't work out, he'll summon himself back and another bird. And it doesn't negate the bird that summons back, so you can do stuff. Then this card sucks.
Norlanius. What does that one do? TLDR.
So on the field, it'll add another bird with a different level.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the grave, you'll banish them, and all the birds gain 1 level, so your 4s become 5s.
Okay.
And then the best bird in the game. This card's crazy. Needs to be next ultimate rare.
Fuzzy.
Edwin Solid Power Fuzzy. This might be bannable in the next ban list. I would look out for this. Like the cards I'd complain about are Fire King Island, Fuzzy Lanius. Because do Fire King Island, pop Fuzzy, it might just be an FTK. Haven't found that part out yet.
I'm sure it is.
Then there's 3 of this guy. Vanishing Lanius. This card's disgusting because you play it, it gets veilered, and you pass your turn.
Wait, so what does it do if it resolves?
It summons another bird.
Okay.
So you need 2 birds to play.
So a lot of them are like extenders, like essentially just put 2 birds on the field.
Yeah, but that's basically the core of the deck. Alright, yeah, aside from those bozos. So this is Mimicry. So these are the bad birds. So this is a bird that it's only the turn it gets sent, you can banish it and then search a Raidraptor card. So like if you get stopped or you get drolled and this is in the grave, it's just stuck there and doesn't do anything. It's actually just terrible. This is a bird you search off of the other level 4, so it's a different level, but he's an extender bird. So he'll target another card, he'll summon himself out, you'll take damage, and then that's it. I guess you just have to take damage to play your own deck. That's cool. Other decks get to gain life. That's sick that they put that in the game. These are 3 Samorgs. It's probably the only real card in the deck. And this card fucking sucks, so I mean, if you don't know what Samorg does, I don't know.
It's an extra, it's when you normal, yeah.
If you summon a bird...
It's like Kagamucha Knight for birds.
Yeah, it's like Kagamucha Knight for birds.
But it's a normal summon.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no. If you summon a bird at all, so like you can chain block Wystrix, any of these guys.
Okay, this is normal special. Okay.
Yeah. Then I played Hand Traps, because that's what everyone plays in this game for whatever reason. So you had 3 Droll, because that's a cool card. You play 3 of this one, so when they summon Flagrant Prisoners during your turn, because that's a neat card. You just have to do this or else you lose.
Wait, that doesn't beat
something
that.
like that. I don't know.
I don't think this card's that good.
Right, whatever, yeah. The card's terrible. 3 Veiler. This is like good enough. This is another good enough card. There's 12 hand traps. There you go. Current Yu-Gi-Oh.
You don't like that?
No, and I don't like getting rolled and just pretending like I'm cool with that. What? Like, this is Call by Grave. All right, I guess I have to explain these. That's a foolish
extenders.
Yeah, these are just cards. You may think this is an extender. In most decks, it's really good. In this deck, it sends Mimicry and gets Ash, and then I lose. All right, so. These are the new cards.
So you are going to explain what the rank of cards.
Yeah, so this one is targets a bird, summons a bigger bird.
So Raidraptor XYZ monster. Okay.
Yeah, so targets a Raidraptor XYZ, summons a bigger one.
By 2 levels? Or?
Yeah. Spoiler alert, they're all Raidraptors. So there you go. So he'll make your 4, the Raiders on it turns into the new bird. The new bird turns into a 7 with this. 2 higher. That's it, I guess. The new one, this card is actually kind of crazy. So this card will let you target a bird, like in any of your XYZs.
Rise rank of magic. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's important because it says Raidraptor in its text, where this one does not.
Oh.
So it's like settable off of certain cards. So this one will let you target like a bird you control, it's like one of your rank 4s, and you can summon a 5 and a 4, summon a 7. You can do summon a bunch of stuff, or like target those cards. You make all of them into a big bird during your opponent's turn because it's a quick play. So that's how you end up beating like a lot of decks. Is you'll pass your turn on 1 towers, you'll make the second towers during your opponent's turn, and then
the towers is like a Raigeki, right?
Yeah, towers is a Raigeki, but we'll get there.
All right.
Cards are pretty good.
I like this one.
This is probably one of the better cards in the deck. So it's once per turn. You put back 3 Raidraptor cards, draw 1 card, and then if a Raidraptor is summoned, you get to set a Raidraptor spell trap.
Spell summon, you can add a 1, yeah.
Usually going to be this guy. This is like the Omni negate for the deck. If you control a Raidraptor, it negates a monster. If you control an XYZ, negates any card in the field. So like Fire King Island, Hot Red basically. And then you can banish it and add back cards like Mimicry and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's the main deck, right?
Also, one more thing. This card can add back, put back banish cards too, so it lets you get a good grind game. There you go. I guess 3 of this thing. You get locked into Raidraptors and Dark XYZs pretty fast. This one on summons out a bird. A lot of people don't know this card has a second effect because they've been playing with the first effect for like their entire lives. Whenever a Raidraptor is activated while he's on the field,
or XYZ monster is activated.
Yeah, when XYZ is activated, it will set a quick play and it can be used this turn. So.
Oh, if it was a quick play. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so this is how, like, if you get stopped, you can still pass on like one of your birds. You know, activate it, it gets negated. Still set this. Your opponent's turn, activate this. There you go. So yeah, he's pretty good. Usually summons like one of the shitty birds. There you go. Don't talk about this card.
Ah, I got it. Okay, so what is this?
Alright, so this is like the only reason to play the deck.
Raider Knight.
This card is like the heart and soul. You can play around this GameStop, but like if you ever play against your friend building this deck for fun, if you
don't get spoilers.
If you mess up this card,
don't
the
get
deck
spoilers.
just like falls apart. It goes back to like 2012. Like this is the only reason you could ever play this deck. If you spend like time arguing that you're gonna play the other lines, you just can't do them more often than not. And then whenever you just do this and it gets touched in any way, shape, or form, you're probably passing.
Don't spoil the deck.
Yeah. So the cool thing is you can play around just about every hand trap with this deck, but also lose to every other subsequent hand trap. So it doesn't actually beat anything. Like you can say, "Oh, I'll play around Nib by like doing stuff like this early," but then you'll lose to Valor, and then you're like, "Okay, well I got Valor in this. That's just game." Or you can say, "Oh, I'll play around Valor," but then you play into Nib. It's really, really bad. That's why this deck sucks.
Doesn't suck.
This card is like really, really good. So when Droll is actually really bad against this deck because every card you could set that's relevant. So you can summon this guy. This guy's effect is he sets one of the rank ups, so you don't ever have to add it. So you don't get like flooded out of the game by Droll. Droll's pretty bad to side against this deck as a heads up. So yeah. There's that card. So this is a choke point. I guess you could say this is a choke point. These cards are good. Like when you're trying to extend, do a lot. Basically, like I mentioned before, if you see your friend summoning this, it probably doesn't matter. Just wait for the rank up cards.
Stop
everything that isn't these 2 cards, you probably just don't stop. So yeah, there's that. And that's why you play 3. So you can summon 2, make it look like you're doing a whole lot of stuff, but actually you're doing nothing. So there's that. So yeah, there's that. That makes sense. If you're seeing your friends get to this point in time of like the combo, you're probably already behind or like you have a good chance of losing. This card can summon a bird from deck, and you rank up into this guy off of the summoning. Let me go back to him one more time because he's important.
The Brave Strix.
Yeah, so this guy will set a rank up. You'll rank up into this. This will summon any bird from the deck. Whenever he leaves the field and goes to the graveyard with Raidraptor material, he'll summon any XYZ from your extra deck. So this guy or this guy. So that's how, even if you mess up and are really bad at the deck like I am, you can like link up, or you can just link with this after you get stopped a little bit, accidentally summon a floodgate, send a couple hand traps, and hope it's good enough. So yeah, that's how that works. They all have bonus effects. Like this guy can attack a lot. Sure, if you want to say that comes up, I guess. Sure. whatever. I played this card because this one is you could rank up from 4 Strixhaven to this.
Okay.
And this card can kill the entire fireboard through one card. So he can make everything 0 and attack everything. So
Whoa!
that's pretty.
Okay.
Keep going.
Whoa.
I don't even want to talk anymore. So then the next card is this. You make this whenever you get stopped in some of your combos because you can still set rank up cards or still kind of get to do the same thing. Yeah, there you go. This is the one you summon off of when you link off your guy.
Ultra Falcon Towers.
Yeah. Also, cool thing is if you go into time, he has a burn effect at every end phase. That's pretty good. Also, when he activates his on-field effect, it makes it to where your opponent can't respond with any more cards. So if you're trying to kill someone, you can activate his effect. They can't activate any more card effects the rest of the turn. And then you can do this next to it, wipe the board, and let's say if you get rid of the floater cards and snake deck and stuff like that, they can't activate any of the cards, so they kind of sit there and die, which is neat. And then the reason to play the deck is this card.
Raidraptor Rising Rebellion. The new one from Phantom Nightmare.
Yeah, so I was given this card by Jade. Thank you. That's the reason why we're playing the deck still. This card is when you make it during your opponent's turn, it blows everything up. They take a lot of damage, so you can kill people on their turn, funny enough. Also, it's unaffected by everything, so it's the reason to play the deck. Also, it can copy Bird in the Grave, so you can copy cards like this. You can copy cards like this. And if you want, you can copy cards like this if you really want. But yeah, it's really good. There you go. I mean, yeah.
Side deck.
Hold on, Alana. We can leave in a second. So the hand traps, I played 2 of this because you're going to sit there probably for a while while they try to out your towers because people will not have a real out. They'll say they have an out and they'll sit there for 20 minutes, take Valor and access code and call it a game. So that happens a lot. These are 3 crows for the snake deck and other cards for Fire King Island. For Fire King Island, I mean, you could try, or lab or other stuff, just random good cards. Anti-spell, because most of the time they're going to out it. It's with the Herald of the Abyss, or they're going to play a lot of blowout spells and power through the deck, so they can try to out it. So that's good. And then I feel like this card's really important, which is this one, because my deck sucks. So you have to draw a hand trap. Make it to where, and then allow to negate their follow up, and then you evenly them, and then you gotta hope to God that your last 3 birds are playable cards. Because if you just draw the bad ones, you'll lose. But this card gives you a chance. And let's play against Brandon Bane, and he'll just take 1 fish and a 9 fish in his Goatee deck and kill you. So there's that. This is Edwin. He's my testing partner. We talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. That's all I can really say.
Let's go, Edwin.
I told him to play Droll.
Yeah. He was trying to convince me to play Droll. I said, yeah, that shit sounds fire, so I'm playing Droll. Stuff like that.
Well, thank you, Anthony. Anything else to say about your deck?
Yeah, don't ever listen to Avery Foster. I'm picking up rogue decks. He's really good at the game, so I can respect that. But if you don't have the time and dedication to put 50 hours a week into a rogue deck, just play a snake deck. Just eat the fuck